Hey there, this is Coach Bill coming to you from my remote studio, my studio at home, with a little bit thought for the day. And the thought I'm focusing on today is this thought that we overcomplicate our life sometimes, and we think that life is much mm, is much more complicated than it is. But in our practice, as we practice meditation, we start to realize that the truth of it is life is really simple. It's so simple. And if we focus on the fact that we always have a choice. Every day we have a choice on how we're going to respond to the day. Now, we can't choose our circumstances. We can't choose if it's going to be cloudy or bright outside, if it's going to rain or be clear. We can't choose the politics around us or the circumstances that we're in always, but we can always choose how we respond. And our choice is what creates our reality. Life is really simple. What we give out, we get back. We are truly reflective beings. That what we think, where we put our thoughts, becomes our reality. And those thoughts that we give energy grow. What we practice grows stronger. That's the truth. And the truth is, and the whole crux of it is, what we think about ourselves is what we're putting out in the world. And so many times we let our thoughts about ourselves collapse around our mistakes, the words or the things that we said or did wrong, the choices that we made, the decisions that didn't quite go our way. And we let our whole reality collapse around those things instead of looking at the big picture that life is like our breath. It goes up and it goes down, it flows in, it flows out. But if we focus on the breath, we see that each and every breath is unique and special, and it continues to flow. And it doesn't matter what the previous breath was like, it just flows in the present. So I believe that everyone, including myself, is responsible for their life. That we can go through our whole life placing blame on situations or people or things that happened in the past. Or we can take responsibility and say, yes, perhaps that terrible thing happened. But we can put it in perspective and say, what am I going to do with that? How am I going to move forward? Every thought we think in this moment is creating our future. So what I think right now is what's going to become real next if I give it the power. So every day I have a choice. I can choose to focus on everything that's wrong in the world. I can choose to go out and look for everybody who is evil or mean. I can start looking for the darkness and I'll find it. Or I can choose to look for the light. I can choose to pay attention to the people who are kind, to all the things I'm grateful for, to all the generosity in the world. You'll find it. You'll find it. But you have to be present. And you have to put everything in perspective. And you have to realize that so much of the messaging we're surrounded with from the media, from the politics, is geared to keep you locked into it, to tap into that fear and frustration and doubt. It gives someone power. Someone's making money. But we have a choice to put all that in perspective and to look around us and say, I could say that the world is a terrible place and the whole world is falling apart. Or I could open my eyes and see that the sun came up this morning, that before me are 24 fresh new hours of opportunities, that today I have an opportunity to be kind, to be grateful, to tell the people I love that I love them, to teach and to learn. Every day we have a choice. And when we start focusing on that truth, we start to realize that we're never stuck. We should embrace each day as the gift that it is. Each day as a gift that isn't promised. So, why am I so worried about what's happening in the future instead of focusing on what's happening now? I can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. So, why don't I make the most of this day? Make the most of my relationships. make the most of my knowledge, and make the most of all the knowledge that's out there to be brought in. Live a life worth living and take it one day at a time. That doesn't mean we don't plan for the future, but we plan for the future and we come back into the present and ask ourselves, what am I doing today that's going to get me where I want to be tomorrow? As a transformational coach, I can tell you, we can't change at any time but the present. We can't go back and change the past, and we have no idea about the future. So the only place we can truly transform is now, accepting the reality of this moment and then determining what we're going to do next, and then what we're going to do next, and then next, and start opening ourselves up to all the opportunities and possibilities that await us in this day. Despite all the circumstances, I can't control those things, but in a mindful way, I can focus on what I can control and put my energy into the things that I can change instead of wasting my time regurgitating the same old story or listening to the same old messaging or listening to those people on the news or those people on TV or those people all around us who are saying, hate your neighbor and look at this person as the enemy and fear your life. Or you can come back into the reality and look around you and see all the people that you love, all the opportunities that you have, all the beauty that surrounds us on the earth. You have a choice. And trust me, this is what I teach each and every day. What you practice grows stronger, and what you put your energy into becomes your reality. So each and every moment that you have an opportunity to pause and think about this, you can ask yourself, what am I practicing now? Am I practicing gratefulness or am I practicing fear? Am I practicing love or am I practicing hate? It's your choice. The only thing we're in control of is our choices. So choose. Choose to live a life of intention. Choose to focus on what comes from your heart, and your heart will never lead you astray. But it takes practice, and practice will get you where you need to be. And if you practice each and every step of your life, you'll start to see that the universe responds by showing you all that there is to be grateful for. So take that message, do with it what you will, but try to keep everything in perspective. What am I doing today? What am I putting my energy into right now? And have a beautiful day.